Hi everybody, Charles here. Welcome to Backroads Living. Today we want to discuss one of the things that we've talked about a little bit in the past, and that's food shortages. We saw some of those in April and May of this year in a really severe way. The grocery shelves cleared off really fast, and we feel like that just a couple of weeks away from this election, that we're going to be back there again pretty soon. So hang in there with us, and we'll get on into this in just a second. Thank you all for stopping by again. We certainly appreciate it, and we hope that you enjoy our videos. And if you do, we would ask that you would subscribe to our videos, like them. When the bell icon appears, click that bell to be notified when we upload new videos, and share with a friend. So let's get on into what we're wanting to talk about this evening. Now, back in April and May, when this thing first started, and it was just kind of like a panic, everybody ran out to the stores, and they bought and bought and bought. They bought up all the toilet paper, the paper towels, the cleaning supplies. Many things just disappeared off the shelves, and they weren't to be found for several weeks. And even right now, in our local stores, it's really hard to find any kind of cleaning supplies, or not necessarily cleaning supplies, but like hand sanitizers and disinfectants and that kind of thing. Now, we have a link on our website on how to make your own hand sanitizers and kitchen counter cleaners if you want to do something like that, and I'll try to put that in the description of this video if I don't forget. But we saw a really tough time there for a few weeks, or a lot of people did. I know preppers didn't suffer during that time, and it wasn't the preppers who were running out to the big box stores buying everything up and leaving nothing on the shelves. The preppers already had that stuff on their shelves. Now the government tried to make it look like that the preppers were out there hoarding everything and buying it all up and storing it all back, and causing everybody to have to do without. But it had nothing to do with preppers. Not at all. I was not in the prepper crew at that time. We didn't buy a bunch of stuff and hoard it up and put it back like that. But we did go out looking for certain items, and we were fortunate enough to find most of what we were looking for. Now, there was a lot of people that didn't. We were not preppers at the time, but we are now, and we have been since that time. We've been prepping steadily every week, multiple times a week. If we go to the grocery or go to the city for anything, we make a point to stop by Walmart, IGA, Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, wherever it may be. We make it a point to stop somewhere and pick up staples that we need in our pantry. And we just did another video about 5 foods that last forever, and that's something you might want to watch also. There's great staples to have in your pantry. But in this video, I was reading an article the other day, and it's just kind of stayed with me. The article stated that there was, I'm going to look over here at it just for a second. So the article stated that there was about 53%, I think, of people in the United States surveyed that said they were going to begin prepping this fall. Now that was no specific date. It was just prepping this fall. And that 43% that they surveyed, or 49%, said that they had no plans of doing any kind of prepping or putting food back, but that they were still concerned and worried about the rioting and the civil unrest after the elections. Well, that doesn't make any sense to me. That makes no sense whatsoever to me. For the 53% that said they were going to start prepping in the fall, after they had seen what had taken place in April and May, when the food was bought off the shelves and all the toilet papers and all the cleaning supplies was bought off the shelves in just like 2 or 3 days' time. And then they say, well, we're going to wait till the fall to start prepping. Why would you do that? Why would you not buy the stuff when it's on the shelves? There was one couple that was interviewed and they said they were going to do some binge prepping up late in the fall. That they were going to wait and they were going to binge prep. Well, if this is what binge prepping looks like, and I'm afraid it is for a lot of people that don't understand what's getting ready to happen, it's just not going to be enough. That's why it's so important to get this stuff ahead of time. Buy it while it's on the shelf. Dollar Tree's got it right now. Walmart's got it right now. Target, Sam's Club, your grocery stores, Dollar General. All these stores have stuff on their shelves right now. You can go in and buy your cleaning supplies. You can get your food. You can get your drinks. You can get your powders. You can get your flours and meals, your salt. You can get your canned goods. You can get all that stuff right now while it can be had. So why would you even consider waiting another day or another week or another 2 weeks to get stuff that might not be there then? There's been tons of casualties out of this thing that's took place. Ever since this pandemic came in and it was announced, there has been thousands upon thousands of job losses. There have been thousands and thousands of companies that have shut down. Major companies have filed bankruptcy and closed. There has been thousands of job losses. Millions, not thousands, millions of job losses. Millions of people signed up on unemployment. Right now in the state of Kentucky, the state I live in, there are still thousands and thousands of people who haven't even received their unemployment checks. And then folks are talking about waiting until fall to prep. Man, with all these casualties that we've seen that has happened from this thing, if you wait till right now, you can still start prepping right now. And I hope if you've not started that you start. I'm talking to you people that are wanting to prep, get doing it, get after it. If you don't, your dinner plate will be the next casualty because you will not have enough food to get through this thing. If we have a severe food shortage, and I think we will, there's been too many things going on worldwide. There's been too many worldwide crops that's been destroyed. Too many disasters worldwide with the food supply chains, food chain supplies. There's been tons of things that have happened. And we are still exporting food that we need for ourselves here in the United States. So I don't have a whole lot of confidence in this government keeping things in such a shape that the United States can survive a major food shortage. In this article also, it said here, let me actually read this part here so I can tell you where it came from. It talked about the grocery stores were putting back food and other essentials. Right here it says that it was from Sports and Leisure Resource Group. Say they already have or plan to stockpile food and other essentials. The major grocery stores, major big box stores were planning ahead for another food shortage because of the pandemic, and they were laying in extra supplies. Now, grocery chains are stocking up on supplies ahead of the winter months to ensure they can meet the demand. And this is according to the Wall Street Journal, if you want to look that up. So I also saw a video yesterday from the Alaska Granny, I think's her name, and she had drove through behind her Walmart stores. It's real odd that I was reading this, and she actually had drove through behind her Walmart store, and there were literally dozens and dozens of containers behind that store, just sitting, full containers apparently. And she said she had never seen anything like that. up there at her Walmart. She had never seen containers like that behind that store, and she was suspecting. She said she was suspecting that they were putting that there for stock. And according to this article, that's what they're doing. This article again said that grocery chains, so Walmart would have to be put in with this as grocery chains because they sell a lot of food. Even just local Walmarts sell a lot of food. That grocery chains are stocking up on supplies ahead of winter months to ensure they can meet the demand as these cases increase, as well as the holidays, according to the Wall Street Journal. They've got food in supply right now. But now, just because they're getting food ahead of time and leaving it stockpiled in these containers behind their stores to have an extra amount for the supply doesn't mean you're going to get them. If you live in the big cities, you've already seen what civil unrest can cause. We've seen many, many businesses burnt to the ground in some of the major cities. And this election is going to spur more of that, no matter who wins. It makes no difference who wins as far as the rights are concerned. It's still going to happen. Now, to what degree will it happen? I don't know. I don't know. I just hope and pray that if you have begun to prep just a little, ramp it up, put it in overdrive. We're 2 weeks away from an election that's going to be the biggest civil unrest this country has ever seen. And if you're in a city, you may have to put yourself in some kind of lockdown. Keep that in mind. You may not be able to get out on the streets for weeks. You may not be able to get out to the store for weeks. You need to have food put back. Don't make it to where your plate is the next casualty of this thing. Get prepared because things are coming and are not going to be good. Okay? So with that being said, God bless you all. We pray that that you listen. We pray that when you see the destroyer coming, that you hide yourself from him. When you know something's about to happen, do something about it. Okay? Yeah. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, click that bell icon to be notified of our next uploads, and share us with your friends. Everybody needs to get ready, folks. Everybody needs to get ready. It's time to get something done. And we'll see you on the next video.